Right, good evening everybody. Just checking there. I've done this one. I've done it again. Gone and lost all the news and everything. Right, news for this evening. Over the last couple of days. First of all, we'll do the most recent. The most recent is that in the a member of Parliament was actually caught watching pornography today on his phone, apparently, in the Houses of Parliament. So, wow. So, I'd like to see how we're going to put that on the expense bill. Right, anyway, so a lady's actually spotted him watching the aforesaid actions, and the police are going to look into it, or look at it, whichever is the case. So, I'm sure they'll rally round for the thing. Right. Anyway, so are we surprised that that's happening in the House of Parliament? Not really. Not with all the sleaze and everything going off at the moment. It's just another thing, just one thing after another. They can't do anything, so they might as well just watch pornography, aren't they? So it just shows what it is. Someone did a thing about how many criminals are in there, and there's quite a few of them. Something like a third of them have got criminal convictions. So no surprise there. Right, anyway, so that's that one. Interestingly enough, something else from the House of Parliament. Since Priti Patel has decided to send everyone to Rwanda, they haven't gone yet, but that's what they're on about. For the people who are rowing around in the little paddle boats and mysteriously ending up on our shores, since they've said that they'll be shipped off to Rwanda, none have come. So they've been over to France, interviewed some, and their answer was, if you're going to send me to Rwanda, I'm not going to come across. I'm not going to come across. So, win-win. So, that's fine. That's fine. For those who do come across, they must have a good reason, because they'll be flown to Rwanda. They'll be asked why they want to come into the UK. If they found they are a genuine case for asylum, then they'll be flown back and they'll be initiated. They'll be integrated into our society. If they don't, they'll be left in Rwanda. They can make their own way. Shouldn't have messed us about. I know last week they did show one guy. He was actually working down in the chalets in Switzerland, and they've got him on the boat, saying that he's running. He wasn't. He's been living down in south of France in Alps, working as a chalet maid and ski instructor. So yeah, there you go. The truth will out. So he won't be welcome anyway. Right. Anyway, other news. Elon Musk. Right, now, he's actually buying or bought Twitter. And he says he's going to get free speech out there, which is brilliant. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Free speech and everything. That's why I'm here. I'm not telling you should agree with me or disagree with me. All I'm doing is giving you information. And you're grown adults. You can decide whether it's true, false, or whatever. Your choice. I will agree to disagree if you don't agree with me. That's simple. That's democracy. Right, so he's bought this. Same day, his other companies went down 12%. I'm sure they'll go back up. It's just because I think the amount of money, I think it was 40 billion or something like that, 4 billion that he's paid for it. So a lot of money. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm sure it'll go up. He's a great believer in free speech. His old business partner said, yes, he's the guy for it. He's the guy who's going to really promote free speech, which is really good. As long as it isn't vindictive or, hate speech, that's pretty cool. Right. Slightly further away from the world today, Netflix. We'll do America. I'll stop in America. Netflix. First time in 10 years, their subscribers have gone down. Now, I have Netflix. I'm probably going to have to get rid of Netflix as well, like the rest of them, for two reasons. One is the gas and electric bills and everything like that have gone up so much. Not 50%, it's more than that, I can tell you that. So whoever said 50%, they're wrong. All of us have been noticing how much they've been going up for. They're putting them up. Some people are saying nearly 200%. I don't know about that, but it's over 50% in my case. So from that side, that will mean that when those prices finally come down, everyone will leave these companies in their thousands. Either that, if it's found that you've fraudulently been overcharging us, then we'll expect, again, the police to get involved and somebody going to jail. We're not being had, the government have done it, they're getting sent down, well, not getting sent down, but they're getting the police involved. It'll be the same with this. If somebody else is scamming people, they'll be seeing prison cells. So explain that to Frank, who's in the next cell to you. So he's about 27 stone. I'm not seen a naked person for years. You know what I mean. Yeah, take your own soap. Right. Yes, so Netflix, you put your prices up, so people are skinned anyway. So some people were having to leave. You put your prices up, that's going to force them even more. They're going to and they're not going to come back. They're going to go, no, you jumped on the bandwagon as well. Please think before you start putting your prices up on things. You are making money. If you're reducing that, making that money, but you keep those services down and tell people that you're going to try to keep them down to help them with these budgets, they're going to stop with you for years. If you don't, they will leave and they will not return. That's marketing. Even I know that. Ta-da! Right. Right, moving on. Shanghai, a population of 25 million. Shanghai is being in lockdown for COVID. Last news, as I was saying, people were starting to get a bit uppity with the authorities there. They've gone further now. They've actually erected fencing around the bottom of the buildings to lock them in the buildings. So people were starving, and now they're locking them in so they can't go and get food. Well, that is when, like, trouble's coming. You know, as we say, trouble at mill. It's a calamity waiting to happen. That people are going to be literally diving out of buildings. So, but if they're going to be starved to death, they're not going to do that. They're going to fight. So that could be another problem coming there. So come on, get that food in there. You've managed to feed them all these years. Do it again. Come on, China, get that food in there. So we don't want to see people dying in mass. We've got that already with Ukraine. I'm not going to go too much into Ukraine. Everything's flooding in there. Everyone's joining in now, sending arms and ammunition. Everything. We've got nothing else to do with that. Although I must say that I did see a simulation the other day on about this. If the Russians do decide to attack the United Kingdom, not a lot we can do about it. However, I would say remember this, that the United Kingdom is very multicultural, and we have something called the Commonwealth, which is the biggest sort of thing ever. 27 countries, so you're attacking 27 other countries as well as us, and NATO. Just make yourself popular, why don't you? Do the nice thing, pull out, just say, okay, you've achieved your target, pull out, please. Nobody wants to see any more death and destruction. We had that before, we don't see it again. Right. In France, Marine Le Pen, sorry, j'excuse mademoiselle, mais non en fait. Right, okay. Marine Le Pen failed to take the French presidency. She only got 42% of the population to vote for her, which means Monsieur Macron is back again with 58% for another 5 years, unless he carries on being a nuisance, and then I think they'll get rid of him. Madame Guillotine. Do you know Madame Guillotine? Actually, the person who invented it, Monsieur Guillotine, was actually killed by that guillotine. So that was a bad invention, wasn't it? He actually lost his head.